Over these past few months, I've used one technique to make myself a more confident individual. Now, I don't say this from a place of mastery. I'm not at the pinnacle of confidence right now. I simply am talking about my own personal experiences to overcome my social anxiety. Hell, my name's Pranav. I'm 17 years old. I'm on a process of self improvement, so I'm just sharing what I've learned, right? Because I used to be unable to speak to people. I used to be socially anxious to the point where I'd see somebody coming down the hall in my high school, and I didn't want to talk to that person. So instead of just ignoring them, I'd go to the other hallway in my school and take the long way around to get to my class. Right? Like I used to have it bad, and over these past few months, just doing one thing, one technique, has allowed me to overcome that aspect of my social anxiety, to get over the fear of just approaching somebody at the bus stop, getting a conversation going. I've done one thing, and that one thing is just talking to two people every single day. It sounds silly, but genuinely, it worked. Because back in about July, when I first started this tactic, I couldn't talk to people. I wanted to work on it, but I still wasn't very good at speaking to people. So instead of jumping out there telling myself I was going to talk to 100 people in one day, I'd do all these challenges I would set out for myself. I simply started by talking to two people. I made a habit tracker. I wrote down two people on the top. And I made it my goal to just speak to two people day in, day out. And at first, I wasn't really making that much progress. I was awkward. My words broke off mid sentence. I didn't really know what I was doing. But as the days passed, as the days turned into weeks, weeks into months, I started feeling more confident. The numbers started to tick up, and at first I only spoke to two people and nobody else within the day. But after a while, the fear in my head started to ease away, and I realized I could talk to more people. This is actually pretty fun. So there'd be days where I speak to two people, I feel the momentum within me, and I go and talk to more people, and more and more and more. Recently, I spoke to like 20 people in one day. All of it just started from that one day in July where I told myself, I'll start small and progressively overload as time goes on. And so, if you are nervous, if you do feel like you can talk to other people, you know how to work your mouth, but you never have good conversations with other people. You never have anything deeper than just saying, hello, how are you? I feel like this could really help you because I struggled with confidence because I didn't get outside. I didn't put myself into situations to really speak to people. The fear in my head told me, don't do it. It's terrifying. It's hard. You are not going to be able to withstand it. But challenging that belief, even after about a month or 2 months, I realized it was completely false. The only person holding me back was me, right? So, if you want to start getting better at talking to people, it really just comes down to talking to two people, new people, having two conversations every single day. The reason I think this works is because one, you have to get outside the house every single day. Two, you have to face a fear combined with the first one where when you're getting outside the house, you are putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. You are facing a fear, you're doing something difficult. That naturally is going to make you feel better. After you talk to the two people, you're going to think, shoot, I really didn't want to do that today, but I did it anyways. I put myself out there. Damn, right? That would feel good. So when you do something like that, you're developing the skill of confidence within yourself. You're putting one marble into the jar that is your identity of being a confident individual. When you gradually start facing that fear, when you do it day in, day out, keeping it consistent, what happens is the fear dissolves. At least for me, I realized, like, what was I afraid of? Okay, I still get nervous from time to time when I talk to the person on the bus stop, but now I realize, like, nothing bad is gonna happen. I'll say hello to that person. The conversation may be awkward. Sometimes my conversations are still awkward, right? And it's fun. I enjoy it. Afterwards, I think, bro, that was fun. That was funny. I laughed. So yeah, like when you put yourself out there, when you do that day in, day out, after a while the fear just goes away. Like maybe you still feel nervous, maybe you still feel awkward, but it's not that bad, right? It's genuinely not that bad. Another thing that I think really works is, like I said, overexposure, putting yourself out there. You get momentum. You talk to like a certain amount of people each and every single day. Two people turns to three, three turns to four. You just realize like you talk to two people, you want to do more. You have this desire to just think, whoa, I want to talk to more people today. I want to put myself out there and face my fears. Two people can quickly just ramp up extremely quickly. So by the end of the day, when you do it, you just destroyed your goal for the day, which was pretty easy, right? The bar is super low. But every time you destroy that and go for like 6 people, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, it just feels amazing. It feels fantastic to know that I just put myself out there. I just destroyed that number. And then when you count it out at the end of the day on the habit tracker, you're like, wow, I spoke to like 10 people today. Over the past week, I spoke to like 50. Over the past month, I spoke to 150. It builds pride within yourself. It shows you that you are actually the person you are saying yourself to be. You're not faking it. You're not telling other people that you are something that you're not. You genuinely are putting yourself out there. Like, how many people are actually trying to do this? How many people are going outside and facing their fears to talk to more people? No one, right? Nobody is doing this. So, just by counting the people you talk to, just by recording it down, you see a tangible amount of people, a tangible amount of numbers gradually increase with your capacity to talk to people. And it feels good. So, the final thing I would really say is when you are talking to people, right? When you are finally thinking, like, shoot, 2 people a day, talking to 2 people, that's easy. I could do that. Anyone can, right? How do you actually make it a successful encounter? How do you actually talk to people and, feel good about it? How do you not treat every encounter as like a failure? The simple way is just be awkward. Be completely authentic. Use every single encounter as a learning lesson. That's all you need to do, right? Like, my mindset was I'm going to be as awkward as possible. I'm going to go and talk to that person and try to get rejected by them. Because if I'm me and they reject me, I've lost nothing. They weren't going to be a person I was compatible with. But if I'm authentic, if I go in to try getting rejected and the person accepts me and we have a good we have a good conversation, that's great. I just found somebody to talk to. So be authentic, just be you, and embrace rejection. Make rejection the win condition so that when you do get rejected, hey, you got better. If you don't get rejected, that's like a +2. You just got double the amount of improvement you normally would have done. Start there, take action, and you will improve. I guarantee it, right? You won't see results after one day, maybe not even a week, maybe not even a month, but stay consistent to this, keep doing it, and your life will change, because mine did, right? Take it from me. I actually did this stuff. I actually know what I'm talking about here. So I'm not just saying something random that I heard off the internet. I'm speaking from my own experience. Try it. Leave a comment down below if you're going to start, right? I'll support you. 100% I'll support you if you leave a comment. And yeah, besides that, just go out and do it. If you like this content though, subscribe. It's free. It helps me out. And we're trying to get on the road to 1,000, right? Peace. Have a good one.